1 month ago, I launched my app and it went completely viral. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how that happened and the exact strategy I used to make it go viral so you can use the same too for your app. I was actually sat in this exact position 1 month ago talking about how I just launched the app at like 3:45 a.m. And fast forward to today, it's the 27th of July at 10:25 p.m. and it's officially been over 1 month since I launched my app. A lot has happened during that time, and the best part is I've documented the entire process on my channel, going from the launch all the way throughout the entire month, all the way up until this point. So that's why I'm really excited to jump straight into the growth and the revenue that came out of this first month, and also the strategies I'm going to use to go ahead and 10x the growth of this app and also increase the revenue as well. I'm pretty sure that covers everything. Let's jump onto my laptop and break down the first month. Just pausing the video for 1 second to tell you at the end of this video, I'm going to be dropping an exclusive resource for completely free, teaching you how to build UIs for your apps super easily in the most efficient way I've found. I personally do this for my apps, and there's a lot of practices in there that will truly elevate the design of your app. So stay tuned for that. So as you can see, we're on the Google Analytics dashboard, and for the first month of the app, we got over 388,000 users, and you can see on the first day we got 564 users. So I'm going to break down exactly how we went from 564 users all the way to peaks of 22,000 and how we maintain that growth throughout the entirety of the month, and also how we're going to ramp up that growth with the plans we have. Also pretty cool, you can see in the last 30 minutes we've had 500 users. Okay, so to quickly break down, when we launched on this day, this was actually a half day, because you saw in the other clip that I was up till 3:45 a.m. So by the time I worked out all the kinks, I went to bed, woke up, and it was around midday when I started to reach out to users to onboard them onto the app. So realistically, this is 0.5 of a day, and this is the first full day with 2,500 users. So you can see from the first half day to a full day at 5x the traffic, and then the next day it went from 2,500 all the way up to 13,200, and the following day after that it went up to 22,387, so much so that it picked up an anomaly, a spike in users, and you can clearly see that the users were aware of. Now, super simply, the strategy I was using to onboard users during this time period, I had a list of around 200 people that I was going to reach out to, and for context, this app leverages other people's traffic to help them monetize better. I simply reached out to as many people as I can, crafting the perfect cold DM. Now, a lot of you might look at cold DMs as useless, but you can clearly see it's not. You just need to have the right value proposition for the right type of people and articulate your DMs in the right way to get them onto the app super easily. I also have an extensive resource on how you can actually DM people to get them onto your app the right way. I'll leave it linked down below. It's completely free. But utilizing that strategy, I was able to bring on tons of people and leverage their traffic, and that's why it 5x on the first day, jumped up to 13.2k on the second day, and obviously went to 22,000 on the third day. Now, if you actually look at this graph, there's a cyclical type of nature to the growth. You can see it goes down in the weekdays, peaks back up on the weekends, down again, up, down, up, down. That's pretty much the nature of this site. Now, the reason why this is happening is because of niche targeting. So I specifically targeted a niche that I knew would have a tangible and impactful benefit from using my tool. And because of that, I am at the mercy of the current for the niche. So each niche on the internet has a certain amount of traffic that flows through each day. Some a lot more than others, but ultimately there are patterns of behavior for the users within that niche, and that is going to dictate the traffic that I will get. So currently, around 98% of the users onboarded onto the app are from one particular niche. That is why a lot of the traffic is cyclical in its nature, and it's at the mercy of the current for that particular niche. So for this particular niche, a lot more traffic flows through on weekends. So you can actually see the highest day we have here is 23,900, essentially 24,000, and that was a Sunday. And the second highest day was a Saturday at 23,200. Now, one of the strategies I'm going to be using to dramatically grow this app is reaching out to other niches that don't suffer from this exact growth pattern. And what that will essentially do is raise the low days higher, so the overall average user count per day dramatically increases for the app, and of course the overall growth of the app increases. And also what we're starting to see with the app is a organic growth when it comes to the users that are coming onto the platform. So like I mentioned when I was breaking down this area of the graph, we were reaching out to tons of people, and we carried on doing that for the first week, and then it kind of tapered off because we didn't have that many people to reach out to. And we were also spending time optimizing the app, optimizing our monetization strategy, and also engaging in ongoing conversation. So during this period, what was actually happening is that because so many users were using that, other users were discovering the app through them, and they were onboarding onto the app themselves without myself, my co-founder, having to go ahead and speak to them, and that was contributing a lot of growth. We've had a ton of high yield users come onto the app all by themselves. Now, this roll-on effect is going to continuously happen purely because of the leverage we have in this situation with the amount of users we have, and that will push the app's growth even further as well. Before I end this section, I just want to make it super clear. I don't have some type of special gift, or I'm not super lucky when it comes to this type of stuff. I simply use a very, very basic strategy to go ahead and validate my idea. And these types of results are very achievable if you take the right approach to creating products and getting it in front of the right people. Trust me, everywhere I've posted these results, people think I'm lying about it, but I've literally documented the entire journey with you guys. You've seen this when it was at 500 users, and you've also seen it at peaks of 20, 30,000. And I'm going to continue to do that. But my main point here is that if you follow the strategies I'm talking about, these types of results, if not even more, is definitely achievable. All you have to do is put in the work, find the right idea, and get it in front of the right people, and watch your app go viral. Now, in terms of next steps to go ahead and 10x this growth, I have a lot of ideas that's going to expand the actual infrastructure of the app. It's actually features that's going to integrate very nicely into the workflow of the existing users of the app. Now, quickly before I go ahead and give you guys a resource for completely free, I've actually been posting multiple times a day on X. If you guys want to check it out and you use X, go ahead and drop me a follow. I can be a lot more active on there compared to here, because you guys see me once a week on here, and I'm literally posting multiple times a day on X. And finally, to end off the video, I've just dropped an exclusive resource within my free community founders, and all the resources in there are completely free. And had I had these resources when I started my founder journey, it would have made things so much easier. That's why I'm giving it away for completely free. All you need to do is click the link down below. I'll see you in there.